we were staying in Santa Fe, and then we'd film in Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is where they shot Easy Rider and a bunch of movies. So it had that kind of really like 70s feel to the kind of town, that 60s, 70s small town.
We are here to talk about Outer Range, new Amazon series. That is a supernatural Western thriller. It's a lot of things, I feel like.
Yes, it is.
What for you was kind of like the big motivator or draw to take on the role to join the show?
Well, just what you said, that combination of sci-fi and the American West, I'd always been really fascinated by, and then the cast that was being assembled was like a dream bunch of actors to work with. And Brian Watkins, who sort of dreamt up the show, he really not that he had to like convince me, but by what he was dreaming up, I found that really, really inspiring and reassuring, kind of how he foresaw this female character and how mercurial she would be, and how in a way she'd like subvert that all American archetypal family drama.
Yeah, and so for our watchers, our viewers, will, I guess, the Outer Range is about a family, and they are dealing with a loss, and they are also kind of like navigating life in a very complicated way. And your character is Autumn, and she shows up and adds to the complication. Did you approach the character with any kind of, I don't want to say villainous, I don't think that's the right word, but any kind of like ideas of nefarious intent? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think because in the script it said she was, a big reader of Heraclitus, the philosopher, and certain writers, like a woman called Simone Vial. These thinkers are quite extreme, I'd say. So the fact that she was a disciple of their modes of thinking, I think that's always quite dangerous when you make yourself a blank canvas for other people's opinions to permeate and sort of so I think from the get-go there's a lot going on with her that isn't straightforward, but like all of us, it's sort of that question, like, am I a good person or a bad person? And there is, I think there's a nuance to her, at least at the beginnings of the show.
Sure. And we definitely want to be careful. We don't want to like spoil anything, because it's very easy to do that when talking about their show, I found.
Yeah, I know. It's a nightmare.
It's very complicated. What was filming like for you? I mean, you guys filmed on location in New Mexico, I'm told.
Yeah, which I loved. Have you been to New Mexico?
I have not been to New Mexico, no.
Oh, it's maybe my favorite. It's so beautiful there. It's really stunning. We were staying in Santa Fe, and then we'd film in Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is where they shot Easy Rider and a bunch of movies. So it had that kind of really like 70s feel to the kind of town, that 60s, 70s small town. So I loved shooting there, and I loved this cast a lot, and it was a really great experience alongside the work. So it was great.
That's wonderful. Well, I really appreciate you taking time to chat today. Thank you so much.